In the wild, the bond between a mother and her child is one of the most powerful forces of nature. We see it in every species, a fierce, unconditional love that drives them to protect their young at all costs. But what happens when that instinct pushes a wild animal to do something truly extraordinary? What if a mother, desperate to save her baby, turned to the one creature she's supposed to fear most? A human? This is the incredible story of a mother leopard who broke all the rules of the wild for the sake of her cub. Meet an amazing woman who dedicated her life to wildlife conservation. Her days are usually filled with observing animals from a safe distance, documenting their behaviors, and working to protect their natural habitats. She respects the unspoken boundary between humans and the wild. But one morning, that boundary was about to be shattered in a way she could never have imagined. As she was going about her daily routine near her research camp, she noticed a movement in the tall grass. Her heart skipped a beat. A leopard. A magnificent, powerful female leopard was approaching. Normally this would be a moment of cautious retreat, but something was different. The leopard wasn't aggressive. She wasn't stalking. Instead, her movements were slow, deliberate, and filled with a sense of urgency. And then, the woman saw it. Trailing just behind the mother was a tiny leopard cub, no bigger than a house cat. The little one was struggling, limping badly and letting out faint, whimpering cries. The mother leopard would walk a few steps, then turn back, nudging her baby forward with her nose, as if encouraging it to keep going. It was a heartbreaking sight. The cub was clearly in pain, and the mother's eyes were filled with a look of pure desperation. She wasn't seeing a human predator. She was seeing a last resort. Inch by inch, the mother leopard led her injured cub directly towards the woman. She stopped just a few yards away, a distance that still felt terrifyingly close. She lay down, keeping her body between the woman and her cub, a protective but pleading gesture. She looked directly at the woman, and in that gaze there was no threat, only a desperate appeal for help. It was a moment that defied all logic, a silent communication between two mothers from entirely different worlds, connected by the universal language of love and concern. The woman knew she had to act, but also knew the immense risk. Any sudden move could be misinterpreted. With slow, calm movements, she backed away and radioed for the wildlife rescue team she worked with. She explained the unbelievable situation, her voice trembling with a mix of awe and anxiety. While waiting, she sat quietly, speaking in a soft, soothing voice, not to the leopard, but just to fill the air with a calm presence. The mother leopard watched her every move, her ears twitching, but she remained still, as if understanding that help was on the way. She had placed all her trust in this one human. When the veterinary team arrived, they were stunned. They had never seen anything like it. With the mother leopard watching intently, the team was able to carefully approach the cub. They quickly saw the problem, a deep, nasty gash on its leg, likely from a fall or an encounter with another animal. It was becoming infected and would have been fatal without treatment. While one vet tended to the cub, another kept a watchful eye on the mother. But she made no move to interfere. She just watched, a silent, anxious guardian. The vet cleaned the wound, administered antibiotics, and bandaged the tiny leg. The whole procedure was over in minutes. Once they were done, they gently placed the cub back near its mother. She immediately rushed to her baby, licking it and checking it over, her rough tongue a sign of comfort. After a few moments, she looked up at the woman and the team one last time. And in that final look, there was a depth of emotion that words can't describe. It was a look of gratitude. Then, with her cub now able to walk a little easier beside her, she turned and melted back into the wilderness. This incredible encounter is a powerful reminder that the maternal instinct is a bond that transcends species. It shows that even the wildest of animals can display trust and understanding in the most desperate of times. The mother leopard took a huge risk, trusting her intuition and approaching a human for help, and that trust was rewarded with compassion. Stories like this give us hope and remind us of the deep, often unseen connections we share with the animal kingdom. Thanks for watching. If you were touched by this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible tales from the wild. See you next time.